Let me twist this a little bit.
Mmm.
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Is that good?
Hey, hi, I'm Amy Roloff and I'm in my little kitchen, and this recipe to me is so easy. It is a very fun, quick weeknight dinner, or especially if you don't want to turn on your oven and all of that good stuff. But this is a pasta dish and you can do so much with it. But if you want to be authentic, a very simple, authentic Italian dish, I will probably butcher the pronunciation of this, but we'll call it cheese and pepper pasta, or, oh gosh, cacio e pepe. Cacio, I looked it up on the computer, you guys. Cacio e pepe. It's like cheese and pepper pasta. Cacio, it's C-A-C-I-O. Cacio e pepe.
Cacio.
No, it's not cacio. When you look this up, they don't say Chio.
Cacio e pepe.
Cacio e pepe. Oh, you know what? This would make
a blooper.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is going to make a tremendous, ridiculous blooper. Well, when I Googled this, it had a C-H-A. Cacio. So all of you who are really like authentic Italians, please don't crucify me, okay? I'm doing my best. But I love this dish. It is so easy, so fun. It's so delicious. And you can complement it with a grilled chicken or salmon. I'm going to do it just slightly a little bit different. I'm just going to add just a hint of a lemon zest. And just to add a little bit more color into it, I'm going to grate some zucchini. And this is another way to incorporate summer vegetables in this very easy dish. Okay, oh, I do have pasta going on, boiling over here right now. Oh, another Italian word. Let me see here. Bucatini noodle. I like this noodle. This noodle fits this dish perfectly. Like I know what I'm doing. You all knew what you were doing. So bucatini, it is a thick, hearty noodle. It's got a little hollow center in it. It's so much better than spaghetti for this dish. I mean, if you have a hard time finding this, I would say spaghetti would be your next best bet, but use bucatini if you can find it. Seriously, it's the best for this dish. So I got that going on over there. I've already grated some cheese, but I'm going to grate some more. The biggest thing about this dish is using your pasta water. And I'm sure you've heard it from so many other people that you may follow cooking and everything. I'm just amazed at how significant pasta water is for any sauce, whether you make it into your tomato sauce, marinara sauce, anytime you're dealing with pasta and you're making a sauce, add in a tablespoon or whatever is necessary. Pasta water helps incorporate the flavor that you cooked the pasta in, but also it helps with smoothing out and thickening up your sauce as well. Since cheese is a little messy, I'm just going to grate a little bit of lemon. Just going to do this a little bit. I just want a little bit. I don't want a lot. I don't want it to be like lemon pasta, because it is really cacio e pepe. See, cheese and pepper, not lemon, but I wanted a hint of lemon. You know, it might be half of a zucchini. It really depends on how big your zucchini is, but I'm definitely going to take out the seeds. So I'm just going to use a little spoon and just take out some of this, you know, pulp part of the zucchini. And so we're just going to grate it. Or if you wanted to, you could, since you have such a good pasta is the main thing of this whole dish. And that's why I chose to grate the zucchini and not create zucchini noodles to complement the pasta. I was thinking about zucchini ribbons, but even then, grating to me was the best way to go. So you just use your grater. And to me, this is so easy if you have one of these types of graters instead of getting out your whole food processor thing. Or if you have one of those planers or mandolins or something like that, which I do have. I have to experiment with it. I don't think I've ever had a mandolin. You know, cut the vegetables in all these different shapes. So I'm thinking this is probably about enough. So really it was only a half of a zucchini, but I'm going to do the other half because it's already done. Okay, this is a third of a cup. You may just need maybe a third, maybe a half of a cup of zucchini. So I may already have too much in here. Okay, then the next thing is going to be grating some more cheese. I'm going to have to check on my pasta here because you definitely want it al dente. Al dente. I always say al dente. I use that A. Al dente. I know how to say Parmesan. Not Parmesan. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to grate the rest of this. Oh, and another great idea, depending on what kind of soup you're making, save these rinds. Because if you're making like a beef soup, anything that you would use Parmesan cheese in, I always say Parm now, Parmesan cheese, the rinds add so much flavor. So don't necessarily throw all these out. Especially that, you know, hard part of it. It still has so much flavor. Okay, we're almost to the most important part here, and that is the sauce. I would recommend that you get a pepper mill or something, and so you get whole peppercorns, and you grind the pepper in this because it is, God, now I'm so paranoid. Cacio e Pepe. It's cheese and pepper. You gotta have good cheese, you gotta have good pepper, and definitely a good pasta. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna check my pasta, see how far it's got to go. In a saucepan, I'm going to melt about 3 tablespoons of butter, maybe 4 at the most, but it all depends on how much pasta you have. I'm gonna get maybe about a cup of pasta water. You may not use all of it, but just eyeball it. If the sauce, you don't have enough or it's becoming too thick, just add in a little more pasta water. And then I'm going to do about a cup. I'm really going to say anywhere from a cup to a cup of cheese. Because, you know, you want the cheese, you want the pepper, you want the butter. I mean, goodness gracious. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to head to the stove. Sorry, guys. I was worried that my pasta was overcooking, so I already drained it. But I have more than enough pasta water, but I wanted to make sure. So I made sure that I got, you know, a cup and a half of pasta water before I totally drained my pasta. So here we go. So we're gonna melt about 3 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna get the butter melted in there, and then I'm gonna add in cracked black pepper. Key. Okay, so we're just gonna wait till the butter melts, and you don't need it on high because you don't want to like burn the butter. And then I'm going to try and do like 2 tablespoons of cracked black pepper. And you want it coarse, you don't want fine. So I have way too much pasta water, so I'm just going to try and do maybe a cup. I'm just going to add this. And I want to get this all coated. So we just want to kind of get the noodles all coated before we add in the cheese, because we want things to be hot. That way the cheese will melt and create that nice light sauce. Okay, so it's done. We're done. So let's plate it. Just gonna kind of, I'm using these tongs because I have a non-stick pan here, but usually with these tongs, noodles just slip right out. So I'm going to use my other ones and hopefully it won't scratch up my pan. But anyway, it looks cheesy, it looks saucy. And look at that, even some of it is sticking, which will happen. Sometimes the cheese will clump together, and that's why you got to keep moving your pasta when you cook it. That's why you want to heat up your water, and you've got the butter and the pepper in there. heat up your water, add the pasta, get that all warmed and everything. So by the time you add your cheese, the cheese is slowly melting in there. So, okay, let's plate this. I'm gonna ship it on. That means you just roll up your little basil. You can see the little specks of zucchini in there. Let's do a little bit of pepper. This is what you call garnish. And just sprinkle a little bit of cheese there. And you all always want me to try the food. So, oh, so good. And the saltiness from the cheese will really make this go well. Maybe Lisa should try this too, huh?
Oh, can I?
Yeah, come on in. Let me twist this a little bit. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
What? Is that good? Okay.
Isn't it good?
Mmm.
Tell you the truth, you know what?
No.
I would definitely add, start with a half a cup of Parmesan cheese when you're, working the noodles with a little bit of pasta water and everything. And then just add a little more cheese at a time and definitely garnish it with some leftover parm.
Yeah.
But it is a very simple, basic. You definitely got that spice from the ground pepper and the cheese. I really love to bite people.
So good.
I hope you give this a try. So it is, I hope you give this a try. It is, it's Cacio e Pepe. Cacio e Pepe. Cheese and pepper pasta.
Love it.
Woohoo!
Salute.
So join me next time at Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. But I hope you make this dish in your kitchen. Let me know.
Awesome.